have ever visited Jamaica, you must have noticed that there are places with strikingly turquoise-blue fresh water. It is so blue that it feels like it's glowing. But why is this the case? And is it something specific just to Jamaica? Today we're going to Blue Hole Mineral Spring, located near Negril, which is the best place to demonstrate and enjoy this phenomenon. Blue hole is a term that is used for many places in Jamaica. The most famous one is Blue Hole near Ocho Rios, which is a setting of 12 waterfalls stretched in the rainforest, with blue pools and lagoons. There is also the glowing water phenomenon called Luminous Lagoon and the famous Blue Lagoon in Portland, and both of these places are sometimes referred to as blue holes. But the bluest of them all, and totally unique, is the place in the western part of Jamaica, Blue Hole Mineral Spring, which fully deserves its name because it is literally a hole in the ground and it is always strikingly blue. This place is a natural spring underground that keeps the water fresh at all times. It used to be just a sinkhole in the middle of nowhere and hardly anyone knew about it. But today it's one of the unique tourist attractions in Jamaica and certainly a recommended place to experience when visiting Negril. The drop into the Blue Hole is 24 feet and there is a ladder you can use to climb down safely. If you come early in the morning, you might have this place all to yourself and it's just totally amazing. You can use small platforms to rest from swimming or dive from them. If you like cliff jumping, the Blue Hole puts a little twist on that experience compared to just jumping off a cliff in a fully open space, like by the waterfalls. Dropping into a sinkhole does give a bit more adrenaline, so it feels very different. And if you're particularly adventurous, you can take it to the next level and use a tree as your platform. The water itself is 35 feet deep in the middle, but it's shallow on the edges. So if you don't want to swim or cannot swim, you can still enjoy the place by relaxing and doing a limestone massage in cool water during a hot day. Now to the main question, why so blue? The vivid turquoise blue color of the water in places like Blue Hole Mineral Spring is the result of a combination of multiple natural factors. First, it's all about how light interacts with water. Sunlight itself is white, but it is a combination of multiple electromagnetic waves. The longest are perceived as red and the shortest are dark blue and violet. When light hits water, the long waves get absorbed first due to the structure of water molecules themselves. That's why the deeper we dive, even the brightest red diving suit would appear black because the red color begins to fade away. Other waves also get absorbed, and at a very great depth, only the shortest waves survive, which in turn gives water its dark blue color we can witness in the ocean. However, to get this bright blue, or rather teal color, another important factor has to be present, and that is limestone. Rainwater is naturally acidic due to the presence of carbon dioxide, and that is what might contribute to turning your pool green overnight. However, when water goes through limestone, it purifies the water and makes it softer by neutralizing all acids, so it's a natural filtration that makes the water crystal clear. Limestone also removes impurities from water while keeping some minerals along with pieces of dust of limestone that end up in the water. This in turn gives the water a lighter blue color and creates a slightly foggy, milky, glowing effect, which is amplified by direct sunlight scattering over the surface, giving it that teal hue. When it comes to Blue Hole Mineral Spring, it also has surrounding limestone walls that act like a natural light box, reflecting even more light and enhancing that electric blue hue. As a result, visiting this place is one of the best ways to experience this phenomenon. But is this turquoise magic unique to Jamaica? Well, not really. However, what makes our island truly special is that Jamaica is mostly a limestone plateau, about 70% of it. Jamaica also has year-round sunlight and tons of unspoiled underground springs. So while other places might have one or two iconic bright blue spots, Jamaica has tons of them, which are consistently blue, easily accessible, and surrounded by lush tropical vegetation, giving us Jamaica's special recipe for the paradise look. We've been to Blue Hole Mineral Spring multiple times, and the footage you see was filmed during many different trips. I personally love this place, not only for the Blue Hole itself, but also for the vibes. It has this rustic, natural feel, perfect for people looking to experience something different from 7 Mile Beach, and it is about only 20-25 minute drive from Negril. Blue Hole now operates as a business. It was started in 2007 by 2 friends, and now Wabba, a local from the area, runs the place on site. The initial plan was not only to develop it into an attraction, but also to uplift the nearby communities. It took many steps over the years, but it did work. Apart from the Blue Hole, there is a bar and restaurant, and sometimes they have live music. You can also use the swimming pool on site, which is filled with the same mineral water from the spring, for those who don't want to make the climb. There are many dogs on the property, but all are very friendly, so if you love animals, this is a bonus. You found a new friend. Yes, a new friend, a new friend, a new friend. Over the years, they also built a guest house on the property, and each time we visit, it changes and expands more and more. But even if you are not booking a room with them, make sure to walk up to the roof to enjoy the absolutely gorgeous view of the property and the Caribbean Sea in the distance. Recently, they also opened up an experience on adjacent land called Wabba's Weed Adventure, which is an excursion to a licensed herb plantation managed by locals.
If you don't give them the light, you won't get a big plant. You'll just get a small plant. What happens if you make the plant sleep? Yeah. Because we have a 12-12 cycle. With a 12-12 cycle, the plant will flower really fast. But Jamaica naturally have that. We have the 12-12. Yeah. So what we do, we put light only at night. Few more hours to stretch them.
If you're visiting Negril and would like to add something special to your beach time, Blue Hole Mineral Spring can be a great option. Please check the description for the exact location of the place if you have a car. Alternatively, if you don't want to drive and need help with transportation, check out this page to book a tour from Montego Bay or from Negril to visit the location with a professional driver and guide. I hope you've enjoyed the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.